That's
Should be
my Colo
live.
Witch.
Alrighty then. So, do we just want to jump into it? Do we want
Uh, One change I would make on all our sheets on prototype token,
to?
I always like to turn on show name.
Okay.
My shield's divine spark aura is not working. The hell?
All right. So sorry, I was doing something else. Prototype what?
Prototype token when you're on a character sheet. If you just change the token, it just changes the token on whatever map you're on. Prototype token will change all the tokens that you would ever drag out for that character.
Prototype. It's on. Do I open it on the character sheet? You said.
Yeah,
I just see token.
up at the top, you'll see token. You should see prototype token.
I see.
Should be right next to the token.
No, I just have
Up.
path launcher, configure, and then token.
Oh, okay. Weird.
I don't have that prototype one. I have it from your in the character sheet. I have a apply prototype token image
Oh,
to scene.
open it not from the token. Open it from the on the party on the right.
Oh, there you go. I can't do it from the. Yeah, okay. Okay, show on token bar. Display name hovered. Let's go always on for everyone.
For the for the PCs, I like to do always on,
Okay,
just so you show up.
that work? Or do I have to pull out another one? Let's see.
Yeah, I think you gotta yank us off and then
There
pull
we
us
go.
back on.
Okay. Oh, pictures are being updated.
Mm-hmm.
The built-in token creator on the character sheet is great.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Try something else. Why didn't it do the auto token thing for this one? That works. All right. Love it. Okay. The camera seems to be moving on the stream. Totally fine. Okay. Alrighty. All right, so you all find yourself um, in this nice, beautiful countryside, and it's let's see, where is this? It's region. You're on this ranch area, and you're in this kind of main town of the ranch town square, and you see someone kind of putting up a flyer on one of like the ranch on the boards in the town square, and you just he turns afterwards, and it's kind of like a short human. He's got riding leathers on. He's just hammering this on, and you see him afterwards kind of turn and kind of start addressing to the villagers. Um, and you're kind of aware of like what's been going on a little bit out here. The town's got some, missing people. You've heard some rumors and stuff, but he starts to talk to everybody, and it's kind of like he's trying to rally somebody to help. He's pleading. Do you take a closer look to the note, or want to listen in?
I want to listen in.
Okay. Uh, fellow villagers, we've we've lost some of our own, and we could use some aid of the brave in finding out what happened. Here is a bounty uh, to those that are willing to find our missing friends. Um, it's not much, but it's all that some of us could gather. If you want to know more, you can talk to me, and I can tell you more about what we have to offer and what little we actually know. So, anybody that's feeling up to it, not all at once, but, somebody maybe out of the kindness of their hearts. I know we're all hard-working people here, but we sure could use someone brave.
I believe we can help.
Oh, it must have been the brave part. Hi. What what is your name, sir?
Adoranaran.
Uh, yes, Adderhad Larinaren. Is
Got
that
it in
correct?
one. Nailed it.
Yes? Oh, that's great. Um,
You can call me what you will. I'm used to it.
do you have any allies or friends that would join you?
Why, yes, but they can introduce themselves.
Sure. I suppose I'll join. My name's Phaedra. That's all you need to know about me. I'll help.
Great. There's two of you. This is way more than I expected.
There's a little fetchling pokes his head out from behind Phaedra and goes, I'll help too.
Oh, three. Amazing.
Uh, Paul, on the Drees sleeve barb token,
Yeah.
right click that. Lower left, there's the picture icon. You can click on that and show to players.
Uh, that?
What did you
Let's see.
Google? What did you
No, on the just on the token itself, just right click
Uh-huh.
on the token itself, and then lower left, click to view artwork,
Ah. Oh, that
and then
didn't work.
that's the full picture.
There you go.
Knoll Witch.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course.
Or a Colo, as they're known now.
Mm-hmm.
I will help too. Drees Sleazebarb. A pleasure.
I think Phaedra looks at the other two people and goes, do any of you know that one?
Red takes a step to the side.
Great. Fantastic. We'll make some new friends, I suppose.
I mean, anyone willing is very welcome. I don't discriminate here. Um, I so here's what we have. Um, kind of pulls out a couple more flyers that he had already that he was going to post around Moortown, see if he can gather up anymore else. Um, and this was on that work?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
This
you
this
gave us too many things.
oh, too many things? Okay.
Too many things. I closed it. I'm
It
Yep.
not
gave you
looking at
every it
all of
didn't
the handouts.
oh, it didn't give it separate one? Okay, now how about that? Did it give you now
Yep.
did it give you the right one?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta click
If
into it.
if you'll remember, I did that a handful of times early on too.
Alright.
Get them out now. Well, it's just us, and we won't cause
Yep.
any trouble at all.
Okay.
I think I once shared with you guys like the entire Abomination Vault's adventure path. I was like, closet, closet,
We just all kept it open the whole time.
right? There's a couple of traps you got past in a weird way. I was always wondering.
Alright.
So the people are missing, and you think it's this thing?
These are the rumors that we've had. There's been 6 people missing. You could start with talking to the people that were left behind, some family members, spouses. Um, you may be able to get some more information from them. They were the last to see them.
Sure.
Yes.
6 people. 6 is a lot of people.
Yes. How can I? I'm trying to get to the one more handout here. For some reason, it's linking it to something else. Okay. Yes, and that's only been, you know, oh, sorry, never mind, 4 people. My mind. Sorry.
Well, I'm just glad that two were found.
Yes. There's 2 I just didn't like, and I counted them as missing, but they're actually
Hmm.
still here. Uh,
Understandable.
but yes, 4 villagers have gone missing. A rancher named Nima, um, Lyrica and Meridine. They're a married couple, you see. They were abducted from their home overnight. That was quite bold. Um, and no one noticed anything. And then Ettendon, a farmer who was taken while working and his passenger just yesterday. You see, it doesn't matter when or where, they just take you. It's very scary.
And where do the witnesses come in? Someone drew this picture or described this creature, so it hasn't taken everyone that's seen it.
Um, you want to roll a religion or society check, please?
Ooh, first roll.
Let's see. Religion's
Don't mess
4,
it up.
society's 3. Religion it is. Oh,
Wow, we're starting off
Wow.
strong.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll keep up the whole time.
for sure.
You you know this area a little bit, right? It's in
Nidal, I think I
yes,
saw.
it's in Nidal.
Which he does, actually.
Yeah, it's you know that the main, worshiping are Zon-Kuthon of and Nidal's Umbral Court. And you kind of knew that they oppose everything else. Like that's just their thing, right? And you do also know that um, the Cuthite priests and mercenaries, uh, dream hunters, they try to root out other followers of other like religions, right? That oppose them. Um,
Hmm.
so you might think this is kind of, something in ties of that, like, and where the scarecrow image comes from and things like that.
Yeah. I would suspect could be some creature raised by them, or the church is faking something and up to something else, possibly.
Yeah.
He might mention that to the party members in a little while, but he wouldn't say that in front of this guy.
Um, on the back of the flyer or like picture, there's a note. I wish I could share with you without it sharing everything, but it says, Rennan's warning. Ranchers, farmhands, beware! Several people have gone missing over the last month, leaving their possessions behind. Locals believe a rampaging monster to be responsible. A haunted scarecrow that roams the fields. Travel in groups. Don't tarry in dangerous places, and keep your children under constant watch until the creature responsible is found and slain. Anyone who finds the missing people or kills the beast will get half the share of my profits from my finest steed when it's taken to the market at the end of the month. Food supplies are equal value as well. If you can't leave your ranch without putting your family at risk, don't pursue. And that's the plea on the back that I wish I could show you, but couldn't. Um,
Haunted scarecrow doesn't sound so bad. I mean, it's it's made of straw. What's the worst that could happen?
I
Does anyone know how to make fire up here?
I mean, I have a flint and steel.
And yes, if it's just a mere scarecrow, I imagine that would work quite well. Well, I got many duties to attend to here. And like the note says, if you do manage to rescue or slay the beast, I will give you my profits of my finest steed. And it's quite a beaut this year, so I will leave you on your way. Um, I'm sure you'll be able to find the villagers if you want to speak to um, some people. I would start maybe with the priestess. Um, they usually are very knowledgeable about some such things. Or you can talk to some of the other, like the pair, the married couple. They have a brother uh, in town. They may know something. And one of the missing people was a child, and their parents are still here. You, Ernum and Ariel are the parents. Yes, and the brother of the married couple, Latrell, and yes. Oh, and there's also the Nima's husband, uh, Hectoril. Um, that was also another survivor. But that's where I would start. Do you
All
know where
right.
they are,
Thank you.
or do you?
No idea. No, if you could point us in the
Oh,
general direction.
all right, sure. Um, well, the easiest is probably the priestess. Points over at the big, shrine for the Midnight Lord out there in kind of like almost like center of town. It's kind of like the staple of. Um, and then there's the husband, Nima's husband. Um, he is out kind of like more on the farmer's edge of it, kind of tending to his farm. And then you have the parents, Ernum and Ariel Arborshade. Um, they are kind of like tending to like their own flock in a sense out there. And then Lytrell and his wife Rua are the brother. It's a brother of Lyraka and the wife Meridine that went missing. And they kind of live next door to the house. Um, we haven't seen them much actually. They've been trying to find their relatives, so you can check their house. If not, maybe check next door. They may be, looking for clues or something. I don't know.
Would we
But
pass any of those houses or farms on the way into town, or
mm,
or are they on the other side?
I would say the closest is the shrine here, in
Okay.
the center of town. So we're kind of right next to we're in the town square, kind of, very central. Um, the farmer that's, tending to his animals, he's also a local veterinarian. He's actually on the northeast part of town. Next to them, northwest, it would be where the herd is, and then on the southwest part of town, you can find the houses.
Should we start with the priestess then?
That sounds like the right way to go.
Okay, so you'll see the shrine. I don't know really what a shrine to the Midnight Sun would look like, but
Not good.
yeah.
Zongathan is like the Hellraiser god,
Okay.
the god of pain.
Okay.
I
Yes.
was going to ask, what is the what is that? And great, answered, asked and answered.
Alrighty.
By the way, Milo, I will describe more about the character in the actual game, but I would say, like, if Phaedra isn't looking directly at him, but sees him out of the corner of his eye, right now, there's almost a faint glow around him. And that might change if we enter combat.
Okay. The dog is whining real quick. Let me see if he has got go
No
outside.
worries.
Yeah.
You need to go potty? Come
I'm good. Thank you, though.
on. Come on, dog.
Also, annoyingly, when I tested it earlier, it worked, but I have a thing to give everyone within 30 feet of me +1 AC.
That's handy.
It's super handy, and currently it's not working.
Hmm. What? I don't know what broke. Or what
Yeah, I
changed.
don't know. Because I've got the 3 icons, and I can rotate between them. Only one's powered up at a time. And my sword works. I work. That's why you see the glow in him currently. The shield does not. So I'll just play that by ear. I'll mess with him in the next couple of weeks.
All right. So, it doesn't take you too long because you're very close to the shrine, and it's not a very pleasant thing to have the center of your town, but you make your way there. And as you approach, you see only one person kind of in there. And kind of looks like. Wait, why did it not work?
Pretty
We're
lady just
seeing it.
popped up on the screen for me.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yes. This is what you see.
Uh,
And
Well, Aod Harad, you said you were religious, of the religious sort. Maybe you should start this conversation with the priestess.
yes, my goddess is quite different. Uh, Hello there. Uh, I am Mayad Harad. These are my friends. We are looking into the local disappearances, and we heard that this would be an excellent place to start looking for information on this creature.
She kind of stands up a little more straight, turns and goes, "Hmm, very wise of you to come and check in here. But I don't think it's anything super mysterious. I would think, I had to guess, it's my former acolyte. She's a young woman named Kirida. I think she's responsible for all these disappearances.
Why?
Well, um, she wasn't faithful enough, and I had to reprimand her. And I think now she's doing this as out of spite and revenge.
Do you think she summoned this creature, or is she doing something and it's an illusion?
Okay, learning moment. How do I give you roles, the secret roles?
Oh, okay. This is hard to describe because I cannot see it. But on the lower end, there's the box with all our tokens, and you can see like our perception, all that kind of stuff. I want to say, then to the left of that, there's like six little icons. I think it's the upper left one. You can click on that, select people, select the skill, select if it's secret.
Oh, okay, do I have to select all of them and do this? Ah, okay, select you all. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, nope. Clicking wrong things.
That's okay. This is the perfect time to figure this crap
This
out.
really
Yep,
is, yeah.
I like it.
Pierce fits right in with this place, by the way. Uh, Here on
Oh,
Discord, I just posted the image of the god Zonkathon.
Did that work?
that's awful. Yes, it worked.
It's letting us roll. Oh, and it didn't tell us. Sweet.
Yes. I get
Yep,
to
you
see
did it.
this.
Now, speaking from for myself, at a certain point, I just let you guys roll perception because it was coming up too often where I was having to click 14 things.
Mm-hmm.
But important things, I still do it. Actually, I'm rolling occasionally perception checks behind the scenes, and I don't even let you guys see that I'm rolling it. Yeah, it's like a full secret roll, just to be an extra jerk.
Nice. Do you want to roll for Drez?
Oh yes, sorry.
No, no worries.
Yeah, don't forget we've got two of them.
Yep.
Yes.
Drez won't talk much. One, because I made up the character in 5 seconds, and two, the voice hurts.
Yes. Alrighty. Iohard. Idohard. Io. Iod Hard?
You can call him
IO
Iod.
hard.
Iod Harad. Iod
Iod.
Harad.
Iod Harad.
Uh,
Iod Harad. Um, you. You don't think Tef. She. Oh, did she ever say your name?
If she did, I don't remember it.
I don't think she did. You don't think she's telling you either everything or things accurately.
You know, first, I must apologize. I did not ask your name.
Most people already know it in town, but my name is Teflar.
Well, Tefla, it is an honor to meet you. Thank you. But I do believe we could help solve this problem if you would just be open and tell us what you actually know.
What are you implying?
I'm implying that you are either hiding something from us or just not being fully open.
Hm, very observant of you. Yes, well, I'm more displeased that I'm letting on with the abandonment of their training, okay? Yes. I would love to see my acolyte brought back and punished. But that's all there is to more to add to that. Hmm. Well, now that you've seen to deduce all from me, I seem to be no more help to you, right?
We will seek out your acolyte if she is the one causing these troubles.
Do you have any idea where she might have gone?
Hmm. If I had known that, I probably would have got her myself.
You never know. A woman of your status probably has better things to do.
Hmm. People don't abandon their training like she did without being punished. You know, the way of Zon-Kathon, right?
No, I can't say I'm familiar, but honestly, I've never been one for religion.
Hmm. No poor deed ever goes unpunished here.
Well, that does seem like actually a pretty good uh, creed.
Yes, bring her back and we'll make sure we follow it. And smiles.
Is
Sure.
punishment for a follower of the Lord of Pain like feathers? Pillow fight?
Even those used to pain still find it painful.
Fair enough. This has been enlightening. Thank you.
Well, I hope you succeed in finding her.
We will do our best to bring her back, but if I need to aid her in her transition into the next life, I would be honored to do that as well, if she is the one causing these
Hmm.
disappearances.
Kind of like respectfully. Hmm. Fair enough.
Vader kind of, as they're walking away, turns and says, "Sorry, did you say you were going to kill her? Is that what you were implying?" And Pierce looks at her and is like, "Yeah, obviously."
My guess is if she is the one doing this, causing these disappearances, perhaps killing these villagers, she will not go quietly, and I cannot predict what will happen.
Sure. I mean, I haven't. All right. I'm not really used to killing people, I guess.
Well, I hope you never become used to it.
Seems like that might change today.
Might change over the next 10 levels of Gatewalkers. Body count of thousands.
Alrighty. Where would you like to head next?
Is Nima's husband on the way out of town?
So you're right now kind of central. You have your north, um, eastern, which is Nima's husband, and then you
Hmm.
have your northwest, kind of near each other, and then you have your southwest for the houses. So kind of which way you would like to start, pretty much.
We can start with the husband. Might as well.
Yeah.
Then
Okay. Alrighty.
Paul, is the format of this little adventure working out for you?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a Google Doc with little like sections, chapters, and it's flown through. So yeah, it works out great.
I ran one of them the couple of times I ran in kind of Matt's little world. I used one of these for one of those sessions.
Alrighty. So make your way out to the town, and you're coming up to like this ranch. It's fenced off, and you see someone out in the middle of the field, and he kind of looks like he's hunched over an animal that's on the ground. As you get closer, you kind of hear the animal's kind of in pain, and you can see that this man is also a little bit like frustrated, upset, and like that of the situation going on. So you hear the animals neighing. It's like a horse. Let's say it's a horse, and it's neighing in pain, and he's working trying to, and it's fighting him, and it's kicking and biting at him, and he's trying to back off, get back in there, try to work on the animal. That's the scene.
I mean, that looks pretty nasty. Should we? Uh, you lads have pointy things. Should you help him with that? Maybe. Pierce is like, "Oh, fine."
Yeah. Sir, do you need help? You would see actually, uh, again, maybe not if you're looking directly at him, but out of the corner of your eye, the glow fades from Iode and goes into his shield. Like it has a faint glow now.
Okay.
And
Cool.
saying that, if it was working, anyone within 30 feet of me would have +1 AC.
Oh, okay.
Any allies, I should say.
Alrighty. So you approach and ask for him if he needs any help, and I, y- I don't have. I need to heal my animal here. Give me give me some time. I don't know what you're capable of, but I doubt you could just, you heal things, yeah? If you can, feel
Oh, I
free.
mean, I can. So what's wrong with it?
Oh, well, let's roll a nature check.
Let's. Not used to looking around character sheets to roll. Not in the same way. Oh, okay.
Okay. Phaedra, you do know that it looks as the animal is in super distress, it's almost like it's kind of maybe eaten something that it was not sitting well, and it needs to be calm and resting in state. And right now it's kind of frantic because it doesn't really know what's going on with itself. Um, and if you want, you can try to treat wounds on it to calm it and put it in a state.
Absolutely. I'll look over at Iod and say, "Could you hold it down or do something soothing while I try to fix this?"
Of course, yes. And he'd stow his shield, um, and reach up and try to pet it. And if it didn't react too strongly to him petting it, then he would try to wrap one arm around it to kind of hold it in place if it does start to buck or whatever.
Okay, sure.
Oh, good. The animations are working. Oh yeah.
That
Oh
Oh,
horse is the
yeah.
best it's ever been.
okay. All right. And once you're working on the horse and whatever you're doing releases tension, it seems to relax. And I don't know if horses can burp, but it does. It belches out a nice big belch. And you.
Right in the coyote's face.
Oh, oh, praise, praise the Zon Kathon. Oh, and the priestess. Thank you. You must be touched by the divine. Oh,
Oh well, I mean I am, but not that divine. Different divine.
oh, well, you are now blessed for that. I appreciate you so much. I'm normally much better, and I just could not figure out what was wrong.
You're welcome. I don't really know what was wrong either. I think it just needed to burp.
Oh, crazy. I need to watch what it eats a little bit more carefully. Ah, you were you you came to see me, or are you just passing by?
No, we did come to see you. Are you Nima's husband?
Yes, I'm Hectoril.
I'm Phaedra. It's a pleasure to meet you. These are my associates. We're looking for the source of the disappearances. And we
Oh,
hoped you might have some information.
you're you're searching for Nima.
Yes.
Great. Yes, and obviously you've done me a wonder here, and I've been more than happy to have my wife back. Maybe that's why I'm not so good right now, and with the animals, I'm just out of sorts.
Of
Um,
course.
yeah. Well, let's see. Well, we did start searching together, me and the priestess, actually. Um, and we kind of lost tracks, or some sort of. We had some sort of knowing whereabout in a direction towards the hills, right? But when we got closer, it just seemed to just vanish. Like we just, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't focused. I was getting overly excited, and I just thought I was getting too close. But we lost it. And he kind of points in the direction of the hills. They're a little bit more north of town, of the village, and yeah, uh, like
Did you
they
see
found
anything?
just the tracks led us there. We got close, and then we lost it. I think I was getting over like I said, I was like eager to jump in. I was just gonna run. I want my find my wife, and well, between the priestess and I, we couldn't fully follow them anymore. Um, it looked like it led into some bushes or some winding passages up the hillside, and we couldn't distinguish them from footprints to animal trails. Um, and so,
When you could follow them more clearly, what did they look like?
uh, clearly, as several sets of footprints. Um, it looked like as at least two for sure, but it had been traveled a couple times. So that's why we really thought we were very close, but the higher we got, we lost him.
Boots, bare feet, animal tracks?
Well, it looked like they were humanoid feet of, someone with, I don't know, shoes, boots, sandals. I'm not, I'm not an expert in the footwear, but definitely wasn't like barefoot tracks.
He would glance aside at Phaedra. To the hills, or should we go ask more questions?
I think more questions, unless you feel prepared to deal with whatever it is.
More information is always good, and I don't think that whatever has happened has already happened at this point. And he turns back to him and says, "We will not wait long before we go up in the hills, but we're going to gather a little bit more information."
Oh, mm, you've already done so much, and if you're willing to help a stranger with their animal, I know you'll do what you can to find my wife, so I appreciate that. Um, I wish I had more to offer, uh, but have you already talked to the priest? Yes.
Yes, she didn't mention going up into the hills with you, actually. Do you have an idea about why?
Um, well, failure is often not an admirable trait, and so I would imagine she might have tried to keep that to herself in the sense of, you know, it looks already bad upon me as well that I failed to find my own wife. But since you were so kind and helpful, I thought it was pertinent information.
An understandable failure, but of course you would want to keep it to yourself.
Yes, please. Thank you. Um, yes. I have a lot going on, and there are consequences for such things, and so.
Of course. We won't keep you any longer.
Take care of yourself and your animals.
You as well. And I wish you the best, and bring my wife home safe, please.
We'll do our best.
He would bow and turn towards the next place. Clockwise or counterclockwise?
The closest is the other farm with like the
Okay,
animal.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're heading over to the west here from his farm, and you kind of see out there of two people um, on like mounts. I'm trying to think what kind of mounts they don't really tell me what they're on, but I'm assuming they're on like other horses right there, and they're out there herding sheep and they're herding their farm animals, and you see them just riding around trying to get them corralled. Um, you also see as you're approaching kind of um, a couple free horses with saddles on there that are just kind of there. Look like other for maybe their son that was missing. It might be a horse for them to ride and help with it. Um, but unless you do something or have something a quick way to get to them, they're pretty much constantly like mobile out in the field on a horse.
Can you flag them down with something?
Uh, I could see if they're trained to respond to a whistle.
That'll at
Uh,
least get some attention.
so he would blow his signal whistle. That'll either drive them away or bring them near.
All right. Half a mile. Okay, this thing is loud. All right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you
I think everybody else is just like, oh my god.
You blow this whistle. The horse is kind of near you. That's free a little bit on like its
So
hitching
I
post.
also have.
Like startles. You'll hear it neigh like, and then you see them that they're trying to herd this group of animals, and you see suddenly they kind of just split almost, and they go two different directions. And so the wife, she stays with one, and you see him turn over at the direction of where the whistle came from, and he comes riding over there. Do you mind? We're trying to work here.
Sorry, so sorry. We didn't mean to. Certainly didn't mean to do that. We are here about some information about your missing children.
Ah, I don't have time for this. We have work to do. Come
Well, in that
talk
case,
and
could you
yeah. What?
point us in the direction of their house, and we'll look for clues?
Give me a diplomacy check. It's a little harder after that whistle. Hmm.
You ruined their day.
Ah,
Yep.
look, son's missing. It's hard enough with just the two of us. I don't got time. And mind the whistle. And goes back out and rides off. And he goes tries to address. He goes off to the north herd that split up. His wife's still trying to corral the other half, and they're trying to get them back together.
My apologies, sir. As he rides off.
Ugh, the hand just comes up as he's just getting back on and going it.
He's tucking the whistle, little pouch. Uh,
Honestly, you could have warned the rest of us before you did that.
you're right, and I apologize.
Now what?
Well,
To the house, I suppose, if we can find it.
by the way, they're halflings.
So mad at
Just
you.
terrorizing his halfling.
Yeah. And Nima's husband was a human, male human. All right, are you leaving? Or are you gonna try to catch up to with them with the other horse that's just sitting there? Would you?
Should we go see if we can try to find the crime scene, or shall we just go up into the hills?
We're here. We might as well at least try to look around. Doesn't seem too concerned about his son, but business is out of mine. What should we roll? Are you gonna be secret about it to try to find the area that was described to us as the
Their
where he was
house.
taken? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So the one that was taken from their house, they are the married couple. They're down south.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then wherever the son for this
Okay.
was taken.
All right. Let's see. Let's just go with a survival check to see if you can see anything out of sorts out here on the farm. Yeah. Okay.
Little, little Phaedra.
All right. So you're kind of seeing them continue to gather the herd and then from the two different directions. But you can kind of walk around their farm as it's kind of fenced in, and kind of again on the north side uh, of the farm, same direction as if you continue to go walk into the hills. You do kind of discern in some of the tall grass some tracks, and you look at them kind of more closely, um, and you see their strange single point tracks. Um,
Like a scarecrow's pole.
yeah, yeah.
I think I found the scarecrow, or at least wherever it came from, went.
Yeah, and they're consistent with the last place they're headed, and it's pointed towards the direction of those hills.
Well, we're
Well,
not
this
going to
seems
pass
like a
that up.
very yeah. This seems like quite a strong trail. I think we should go on ahead. Why don't you lads take the front?
Yeah. Iod would he would draw his sword and his shield. Uh, Dres would hang back by Phaedra. Uh,
Hello.
uh, there's a sack on her back, and peeking out of it, you would see finally a very sickly looking crow, with like similar face paint as Dres.
Adorable. Do you have any snacks in there?
We have uh she pulls her stack around, starts digging through. Goes, we still have some meat. And she pull out, and it unfortunately isn't even like dried meat. It's just it's a hunk of something.
Hmm. Do you have any salt?
No,
Hmm. Too bad. Next time then.
you can take a bite.
Oh, all right.
All just this.
She takes the smallest possible imaginable bite. Mmm. Delicious.
Shoves it back in. It's not wrapped in anything. It's just in her pouch with all her other supplies.
Horrible.
Okay. Are you you're gonna head out then? You decided to just go straight to the hills, or
Yeah, we're not passing up. If we found the trail of this thing, we're not gonna.
all right. So
Yeah.
For sure.
you
Pierce will
fall.
draw his weapons and go up second behind
Okay.
Diod.
What is Pierce holding?
A kukri in one hand and a scimitar in the other.
Nice.
Okay. Do wielding. Alrighty. So you confident now. You have the tracks. You're gonna follow it. You get up to kind of the hills where it start ridge. Elevation starts going up. You can see it kind of like switchbacking. Little paths carved into it, and kind of like um, what the farmer said, tending his horse, kind of lose the tracks. Like they merge into kind of a dirt path, and it was well worn. It's kind of hard to follow it exactly. Would you like to give me a survival check? Well, that works.
Yeah. Wow.
That's fine.
That
That is
works.
fun.
Okay.
I like that it's a different character too.
Alrighty. Then I think we might get to this point. Alright, let me set up this next map. I do this right. Does does Drez have a familiar that it's supposed to be out?
It is. Its head is sticking out of her pouch. It's the crow.
Okay.
You don't worry about it on the map. She is not going to do anything
Okay. Well,
familiar related. Yeah.
it's there, so I put it on the map.
Nice. Okay.
So it's there. Might as well use it.
Well, I didn't even make it in the like a character sheet for it or a
Oh, it
token or anything.
had one in there. Yeah, it has a little tiny minion familiar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I can't see that character sheet, so
Oh, you can't, huh?
no, I can. It's not in the list of the party.
Well,
That's funny.
how about now?
Oh. Yes. Cool.
There you go. Alrighty. So, I mean, okay. How confident are we?
In what?
Just from 1 to 10.
7.
The seven's pretty good.
Okay.
7.
I'm not
Solid
insanely worried.
7.
All right, we'll go with this then.
The
10. 10 out of 10 confidence. I changed my answer.
10 out
F
of
yeah,
10?
let's go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, then we'll go with this.
A Tarask shows up.
All right.
My character is really good as long as the dice gods don't just flat out curse me. So
All
I'm
right.
ready.
And to do this.
As long as we haven't rolled our only nat 20s of the night.
Yep.
So
We're
if I
good.
activate this, will this bring everybody to it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you follow that trail, that path. This is just how the vision works. It should be up here. How do I force everybody up there? What's the button?
Hold down shift and then yeah.
Okay.
And now the aura is working. Cool.
Yeah, it works. Perfect. Alrighty. So,
Maybe there had to be a grid.
maybe. It makes sense as I give a radius and stuff to it. So you follow the tracks, and it seems to kind of like circumvent most of the like the windy paths. You kind of go up and around. It's almost like the most direct way to the top, and it was the path that would be known for someone that had this hideout. So you get to this advantage point up here, and you see like this scarecrow thing out here, right? And you're probably like, what is this distance here? Yeah, you're 100 feet out, and you see that.
And can we see that as well?
You do.
Uh, let's see. I can only see
You do. Those that can see it
a
see it.
little bit. I
Yeah.
can see a little bit, but I can't tell exactly. I have
Is that
suspicions.
Teflon?
I think so. Similar clothes.
Does look an awful lot like her.
Could be the acolyte if they're like sisters or something.
You think they all look the same?
I listen.
I'm not
People
judging. I think all religious people look pretty much the same as well.
people
You
say similar thing about themselves.
Karita sees Teflar coming up, and then kind of hears you over, and then right there goes, "No, no, you stay away. You can't have them. Stay."
I would start marching towards the scarecrow thing.
Okay, let's how combat
Like
works.
like not full speed, but I would definitely start moving in that direction. Um, whatever enemies you want in the combat, right click on their token, and you will see the sword and shield icon.
Yep.
Click on that, toggle combat state.
Okay.
And once you've done that with an enemy, that sets up the combat tracker, and we can click for initiative on our character sheets or however.
I see. Okay. Alrighty then.
Is that what you guys see? All those question marks when I roll?
Yes, yes. See how frustrating and annoying it is just to see
Yeah.
question marks? Go, I have no idea what's happening.
And then click begin combat on the combat tracker.
Okay. Begin. Comment tracker. Oh, there it's at the bottom.
Battle has begun.
Okay. Looks like Adra is up.
Fantastic. Can't wait to kick this off. All right. I guess we're. I don't like that skeleton thing at all. I am going to go with our good old plan of trying to set it on fire, or at least the spiritual equivalent of. And Phaedra will pull out what looks like a shooting star from nowhere and throw it at the skeleton, or at the jack o' lantern thing.
Okay.
Sweet.
If I have it selected and
And
I take the damage, does it do it automatically? Yep.
and then shield.
She's. Oh. No. Stop. You can't. You can't let her have them. No. Stop.
It is your
Can't let her
turn.
have what? What are you talking about?
And you see as you hit them, you can see behind her the villagers. They're all there. And they're like, no, no, please don't, stop, stop. And as soon as you shoot, they scatter and hide behind the rocks in the cave behind Kadra.
I'm getting the sense she's not the real bad guy here.
Watch Tefla. Whose turn it is now?
Yes.
This will tell us a lot.
And as she gets a step closer, you kind of see the villagers go even farther into the cave to hide. And you can see the faces of them don't are more scared of her than you even.
Uh, Paul,
Yes.
hit on the combat tracker. You got to hit next down on the bottom where you.
Oh. Oh, I didn't.
It's
Okay.
your turn.
Sorry. When it's your turn. Okay. And you see,
Yeah.
it's still Tefler's turn. Okay. Give me one sec. The
Let's try to get in here already, Altar. It's
No,
not you.
it's looking on mine. It looks like it's still Phaedra's turn.
Oh, really?
No, I hit next and it
Okay.
went to Teflar's turn.
Oh well, none of my shit is updating.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm going to refresh.
Okay. I'll wait till it gets back.
Before you kill us.
This combat will decide if this is in character and canon or not.
She may have to move.
There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Targeting
There we
doesn't
go.
work the same as the GM.
Nope.
Oh, so you actually have to
That's
like
why.
hit target on it then.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't just.
That's how I got confused when you were like giving out like, yeah, all you have to do is this, and I'm like, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay. And you see her step up to there. It's enough, Kedra. Time to come back and face your judgment. And she points her hand at her. And then casts. So, is there a. Where's the save for this?
I can't see what I normally see, so I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't know. She rolls 9 to save from it. That is not going to be good enough. And so it's spell modifier. Where's the spell modifier in these characters?
It should be doing it automatically if you select them and roll the save. It
G
could like the save should be in the dialog box for days.
basic will save right there, but
Yeah.
it is not in that.
Just click
Let me
on the token that making and then click on the basic will save.
Oh,
And it should do it automatically.
this one. No, it didn't do it against
Yeah,
it.
will saving throw.
Yeah, it did the will saving
Um,
throw, but it's not automatically like matching up with the spell here for some reason. I don't know how you do this. Good to know. I had her targeted. I cast it. Right? Hit cast. There's no will save in the cast.
weird.
Post it. Yeah, you see normally how you have usually will saves and I can click on them?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's weird. Uh,
Alright, well she's stunned one. And I don't know what her spellcasting ability modifier is to be fair. Oh wait, I do. It's just her stats. And takes oof 4 damage. Okay. Boom. And it's stunned one.
check my speed. Okay, 30 feet.
Okay, and then now it's your turn.
25. Let's see here. I will step up 30 feet. Tefla, what is going on here?
Punishment.
Um, you should do this roll for me because I shouldn't know, but a perception check for like a sense motive kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. You.
If you knew she was out here, why did you send us or not tell us?
I followed you. Lost you when you went around the hill here, but I already knew she was in this direction. And I didn't quite believe you had it in you to give her justice that she deserved. So I'm here. You
Let's
believe
see.
her so far?
Paul,
Mm-hmm.
since I couldn't really do it with my other characters, what do you hold down to move where it shows you the distance?
It should
It's like
be control. You like drag your character and then control.
yes, perfect.
And you can control click to add points to pivot.
Okay. Why did you get back there? Okay. We'll move up to there.
At this point, you see like Kizra is almost ready to collapse. Like
Yeah.
lean up against the rocks, can barely stand.
He will call out to the villagers that ran back, say, is this Scarecrow the one who harmed you?
No, no.
That is what I thought. Um, hold on. Could I have? Hold on here. Let me check. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. I can't get her within 30 feet of me. So I would take a risk here. Just use my third action. Move to there and just say, let's stop for a minute and figure this out. And he'll mumble over his shoulder, if I'm wrong and you hit me, I'm going to hit you very hard.
Uh, uh, that's all you hear back.
Okay. And
You are
that is my
next.
turn. Pierce. I'm saying out the names. I'm used to doing that. Pierce, it's your turn.
Yes.
Thank you, Iod. Well, kind of weird that you feel like you have to say that every time, but okay.
Pierce, then Cadra, then Drez.
Pierce is gonna look over and go, I know something funny when I see it. And he's gonna move to stand with Iod in front of Karina. That's his whole turn to get all the way over there.
It is your turn.
stunned 1. Uh, uh, Save us. And she goes back into the cave. Please. And that's her turn.
I cannot go yet.
Oh. There you go.
Okay. Cool.
I need to pop this out actually. There we go. That'll help. So I can see the rolls and then cool. Got it.
5. Hold on here. What's the range on this shiz? Okay. She's gonna move to there. And oh, that's only 30 feet. Stupid. Okay. When you make a mage in 10 minutes and give it all short range spells. Okay. I'll move up to there and then cast Glass Shield.
Oh, interesting.
And
Make
then it's her
ready.
turn.
Your turn comes.
Okay.
Yeah, Phaedra's gonna get back in the circle of safety. And then she'll cast guidance on Iod.
Ooh.
It is your turn.
Yeah, I would say you. Let me post it. It's the imminence effect. Mirrored Aegis emits an aura, 15-foot emanation that protects you and all allies in the aura from harm, granting +1 status bonus. So it stacks with almost everything. Status bonus is pretty rare. If the Mirrored Aegis houses your Divine Spark for 10 uninterrupted minutes, it is restored to full hit points. So I can block with it, and it repairs itself outside of combat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You fools dare to impede a justice? Deserve.
Doesn't feel like justice.
You're no true follower, that's why.
I murmurs back to Phaedra and says, I'm with you on this, but we may have to run out of this country when we're done here.
I'm sort of okay with that if they're if
Yeah.
this is the sort of society they're putting up, I'm all right with leaving.
Yes, unfortunately, this is actually a rather calm area of Nidal.
Ugh.
Right? With Phaedra targeted.
Ah, you
Cast
jerk.
Daze. Ah, man, there's no
Basic.
save on that.
I know.
No,
Why is
that's
there
weird.
no save on that? That's so rude.
Will save, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a will save.
basic will save.
Okay.
Level 1, that's borderline.
Just a fail.
I know, right?
You all have a hero point if you really wish, but it's just a fail. So
No, I'm gonna save that hero point. I'm not a dummy. I've played this
Wait.
game before.
you are stunned 1 and take 4 damage.
Oh, that's so many of my hit points.
Is it?
Paul, I'm a level 1 spellcaster. It was a lot.
Uh. Okay. And then she just
Oh,
moves
God
back.
damn it. Quit running away. Okay.
Damn you.
All right. And
Phaedra puts a hand up. Her nose is bleeding. Oh, I don't feel well.
Okay. So I am going to.
you do not have to join in her punishment.
Uh, Howard was perfectly willing to just stand here and block the entrance and try to talk and figure this out. Now, Phaedra's bleeding from the brain. So he is going to. Actually, he's going to start out. He's going to raise the walls from here. And Phaedra, take that effect.
Neat.
So that's even though the spark has moved from his sword, or from his shield to his sword. So now his sword is glowing faintly. But you continue to keep the +1 AC for 1 minute.
Awesome.
And that doesn't go away. So, like, if over the course of turns, I can give that to multiple people.
That's kick ass.
Okay. And it raises my normal shield as well as part of that. You will notice you raise, and that is capitalized. So my AC goes up by 3 when I do that.
So it's +1 to AC, to
Mhm.
reflex saves, and to any save against Force, Spirit, Vitality, or Void, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
not
Nice.
or, and.
And. Cool.
Okay. That's first action. Second action. God damn it.
Oh, she's so far away. Damn you, Paul. Gonna make us run all over this goddamn map.
The fucking sword and board guy just chasing. Luckily, he's an elf and kind of fast, but still, there's my 3 actions.
It will be your turn next.
Paul, you gonna let me swing my sword, man?
you're you're right there
It's like,
now.
All right. Pierce can get right up there with 2 actions, which means we finally have a third to hit this
oh,
lady.
she is.
First combat roll for the players.
First combat roll for the
This is it.
players. Let's see how it goes.
1. Aw.
That was so close to a 1. So close. A miss.
It is your turn.
Alright. Kedra does nothing. She stays inside there. Barely able to move.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's see here. She's gonna move to there. Um. Huh. Hey, look at that. Double right click does target people.
Yeah.
I've called BS every time you've said that. Like, that doesn't work, dude.
Welcome to the player side.
And then so that was 1 action. And then I'm gonna wave my gnarled staff, point at her, and cast Elysian Whimsy.
Look at all these effects.
Dude,
Give me
she
a
just picked,
save, and then we
you
roll a
picked,
d4, baby.
you picked the
Please.
most bullshitty spells ever. This is
Alrighty.
amazing. I love this.
Critical success, you asshole.
Oh man, to be on this side of the table.
Uh, yeah, I vowed to make a melee character for this campaign, but if he dies, I might make a caster, and then the nonsense that will come out because I have at least flipped through every book.
Yeah. The the thing is, as playing the psychic, well, I was Osborne for the most of the time. I felt so useless. I felt so useless. Everything I
I don't
tried
know
never
why you
worked.
do such a good job.
I know. I kept trying to convince you that you were not, but
I know, but it felt so bad.
It's only Tom rolling so good all the time.
Yeah.
Make
yeah,
ready.
it's
Your turn
my
comes.
fault. And then I killed you with worms.
Yeah. I died to worms.
Perfect. A perfect 60 feet away.
Hmm.
Vader pulls another little star out of nothing and throws it at Teflon. And misses. Damn it.
I mean, a 4. A 4.
4 is bad.
4 is bad.
All right, she's gonna move up.
No,
a
you
bit.
can't. Your first action was to get rid of the stunned.
Yeah, you were
Oh
stunned.
right, it was. That's my whole turn.
It's your turn.
Alrighty.
All
Let's
right,
see.
Teflon.
Teflon. Looks like some of you might be followers of Cthon here. You all seem to like pain. And reaches out to touch. Uh, Herod. I'm gonna have to hear it 100 times before I get it right.
Iodhorod.
Iderhad. Iderhad.
I did her
Alright.
wrong.
Yeah, I did a rod, but not.
What? Why wouldn't it let
What?
me do this?
What are you trying to do? Cast some kind of spell?
Cast. It says at first rank, not enough spell slots? What?
Just reset that shit. She isn't. Days of the Cantrip, isn't it?
It's a focus point one, yeah.
Well, okay, yeah.
And she's
Then.
got one focus point, but it won't let me. Alright, anyway, I'll just post it. She reaches out and touches you with this.
This lady's set up weird, man. It's not giving the saves, anything.
Yeah, it just might be the
It might be
thing.
the token.
Yeah.
All right, what kind of save? Oh, will save. I see it
Will
there.
save.
Will save.
Oh, good.
That is a critical failure.
God damn it. I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay.
Aotarad dies in episode
Good
0.
Yeah.
call. That is a success. You take half damage and no persistent.
Yeah, it's the double persistent damage that really
Mhm.
worries me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can take a good hit, but persistent is scary shit.
Okay, so you take 1d4 of mental damage and none of the persistent. Okay, so it's this much damage. Take 2 damage.
Yeah, that is fine.
And then She she whispers in front of you, under your ear. Go back to town. She casts command.
Was the first one that she did a cantrip?
I mean, it's a focus. Maybe is it not a cantrip? I can't tell. It doesn't say it, so maybe it's not. Maybe you're right. Thought it was
Yeah,
a cantrip, but I'm not
I
sure.
don't think focus spells are cantrips. I think they're leveled to the level of
Or
the.
is that not a thing?
It's a cleric domain thing. It's her cleric domain. She has.
Oh, nope. That's it doesn't matter. Pathfinder 2, if you have the actions for it, you can cast multiple spells a turn. Doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Another will save?
Yeah, I would have rather take the damage in this thing. Okay. Whew.
Just a
That was
failure.
almost on a 1. Okay.
Just a failure. So your
First
first action
action.
is to head to town, which is kind of
God
down this path.
damn it.
You can't take the cliff, obviously, so you're gonna take the.
No, I'm calmly walking along the path
Yeah.
here.
All right.
I really wanted all 3 actions this round.
That's her turn.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The hell? Um, 5, 10, 15, 20. He spins on his heel. Goddamn spellcasters. Um, is running back up to her, and unfortunately, now I can't do my special thing. So this is just a sword strike. When he swings his sword, there's a faint blue afterglow.
Oh,
Nice.
that.
Let's go with 6 slashing, 2 spirit damage.
Okay.
1d8 plus 4 plus 2.
Oddly
You are
smiles.
next.
It's weird. It's almost like she enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, she did.
It's kind of gross. Like you
Uh,
want to
sh-
hurt her, but at the same time you feel like you're giving her
well,
something at the same time.
she she might not have liked the spirit damage part of it so much, but the regular damage, yes, she's into it. Uh,
Um,
don't worry, I'll switch it up next turn.
she is so much into it that it feels like she actually gained something from it, though. That's mechanically.
I'm sure.
Um. Okay. Pierce is going to. Pierce is going to try some. Since she's not playing nice, we're not going to play nice either.
Hell yeah, I love this skill. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it says Phaedra. I rolled off of Pierce's sheet. Great. So she gets clumsy 1,
Ooh,
and it ends after the next round. So then
clumsy one on there.
we are going to strike at her with the Kukri.
Oh, there we
Yes.
go.
There we go. Plus the sneak. Delightful, delightful. And we'll take another one just for fun. No. But that's pretty good.
It is your turn.
All right, nothing from Cage. Still hiding, coughing up some blood.
Okay. Drez will. It even says in the spell's description, with a cruel laugh and a flash of your canines, you make a target understand that death is coming to claim it. Give me that will save, sir. God, you
It's a nat
son of
20.
a.
Damn.
Okay. All right, that's fine. No, it's all good. I don't even care. Give me a reflex save then.
Alrighty. That's cool. That's a one action thing then. Oh, there's your one. Oh, the clumsy helps with that. Nice.
Take
Alright.
double that
Oof.
and go to hell.
You are next.
All right, Phaedra's gonna move over here. She can see, and then well, she would like that spell too much. This is I have this, but I feel like she would love this, so I'm not gonna do this. I'll do Divine Lance again at her. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, man.
There we go.
It
That's
is
my
your turn.
Alrighty. She's screaming in pain, but at the same time pleasure, and it's just gross. But like, it's like everyone within 30 feet give a will save. So let's think. That is even Drez.
Yep. I think, and I apologize if I'm wrong, but you'll have to try it at some point. If you hold down Control and click on the post button, it whispers it, so you can work off of it in the dialog box, but we don't see it.
Shift to control.
No, just Control and click on the when you want to post something to the chat,
Okay.
and on the top it'll say like GM Whisper. If you've done it, we don't see it.
I did. Okay.
Yeah, so
We
that way
see
you can
nothing.
work off of things, and
Okay.
We won't see them.
yeah.
That's clever.
Ah.
You got your own little chat box.
Trixie.
Okay. Not great, but I've seen a lot worse. Dress.
Nice. Dress is fine.
Drez is fine.
The characters that don't matter are gonna come out of this great.
Is A-okay.
The other two are frightened one
Oof.
Okay.
as a the sound of joy and pleasure at the same time is just eerily creepy. Um, yeah. So that's just how that works now. Okay. Now, does the clumsy end on end of her turn?
It ends after one round.
Okay, so the start of the turn that you put it on there, pretty much. So
Yes.
when Pierce
Mhm.
goes again. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do.
Or you can use an interact action to end Clumsy One.
That's no fun.
No, but you can waste an action.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Go
We don't
on.
want to do
Go
that.
on. Waste in action.
Sometimes you gotta.
Turns and actually cast. There's like if I cast something in melee, right? If you have reaction, you can to attack. That's it. There's no like punish. There's no negative.
Yeah, but I think it's only. I'll just. I do not have that reaction at
Okay.
level 1. I think only fighters
Okay.
have that at level 1.
Who are you targeting?
I'm
Uh,
targeting Pierce.
yeah. Iod looks like a guy who might have it. You know, if you were facing against him and didn't know, but
I got a +2 to whatever you do against me.
Alrighty.
Well, that's annoying.
oh yeah.
Ha ha ha!
A success.
So you don't want to play
Ah!
Pierce? Pierce is pretty badass.
Pierce is great. I like Pierce a lot.
So you take the full initial but no persistent damage, and then the spell ends immediately.
Fantastic.
Matt comes in 2 weeks and it's
We're totally different characters.
yeah, it's a freaking Knoll witch,
Alright, this is the
whatever the hell
damage.
Pierce has got going on.
Pierce is just an emo
Two
little rogue
damage.
guy.
You take 2 damage.
Emo rogues are the best kind.
Ow. Oh no, you've hurt me.
And then puts shield up.
What? Was that scream thing free?
Yeah.
That's some BS right there.
Technically it was supposed to be on the whole time, but I was like, she's got like 4 times your hit points. We're gonna have when she gets half health, I was gonna like it just burst with her weirdness.
Sweet.
I kind of just went a little flavor with it.
Love it.
He grips his sword, and the blue afterglow that you saw before, the entire blade of it turns an ethereal blue. And he's using Flowing Spirit Strike. Uh, makes 2 strikes. Why does he only have a plus? Oh, he's frightened. I forgot. Okay. And the second strike.
Nice.
Sweet. And because that's part of Flowing Spirit Strike, that is all spirit damage. Damn. Minimum damage. 7 spirit damage. And the spark goes into him. And he will... 2, 3... My chance of success on this is basically 0, but I gotta show off my tricks to the minimal party that is here. The hand that is on the shield twists a little bit, and this hook comes out from the shield uh, because he has a shield augmentation,
Cool.
and he is going to. Oh, I didn't add this action yet. He is going to attempt a trip. I have trip and disarm is what I can do with my shield. Normally, you need a free hand.
Yeah. I wish this arm was better.
It's not bad now after the remaster.
Oh, I don't think I have to check it out.
Just a second. I will post it.
It needed like a minimum of 2 successes or something for it to be like work as you wanted.
Now it is. You still need a critical success to knock it out, but let's
You
see.
can try more than once and it stacks.
So a normal success, they have a -2 penalty to anything having to do with whatever you tried to disarm, unless they spend an action. So, like worst case, they've got a -2 to their attacks, and they are essentially slowed or stunned one to get rid of that, and they have a penalty if you try to do it again, because so that way you can fish for the critical success if you want. But it's essentially a debuff that is only gotten rid of if you spend an action. But I'm going to attempt a trip, which may be dumb because if I crit fail, I fall down. But I got to do it. Let me post it again. Athletics trip. All right. Check. Oh, God damn it. Okay, just a regular failure.
regular
Just a
failure.
So
regular one.
the hook comes out of the shield and he sweeps down, and she just barely steps out of the way. And
Make ready.
now it is
Your
Pierce's
turn
turn.
comes.
I think Pierce goes, that was a little fancy for you, don't you think? And he's gonna faint at her. Nope. I know. Damn,
Oh.
that frightened.
I am no longer frightened. Get out of here.
That's fine. I will try to trip her with the kukri, which I can also do without
Hell
a hand
yeah.
free, because it's got that.
Oh,
There we go.
All right. I just dropped that on there. Yes, I can.
Excellent. And for my final action, I stab. I miss. But now she's on the ground.
It's your turn.
listen, that's the whole thing. Okay, Jazz.
If anyone has handcuffs, we could just tie her up instead of, you know.
Grins when you say tie up.
You're the worst, lady.
Drez, hearing that, walks up, touches her stomach. Her hand goes into her stomach.
Not the inside ropes. How did I know? How did I know you're gonna pick inside robes? Tom's favorite spell.
Um, and oh my God, what check to try to tie up?
I mean, she's just prone, so she'll still resist. So I would say
Oh
maybe
yeah,
athletics then, or something along those lines.
that makes complete sense, and she's gonna fail this. But I love the. I had to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not even close.
But it's a mess.
Oh, it's a complete mess. There's intestines all over the place.
Make ready. Your turn
Say,
I'm
comes.
I
sure
wasted
she
that turn.
that.
I wasted that turn, but I am happy.
Phaedra's going to. I don't think Phaedra's close enough to hear this conversation about tying her up or not.
It's just these intestines flying.
She just sees intestines. She's like, this lady has slit Drez open. I gotta kill her.
Oh,
Says I super can't.
you just saw the most horrifying thing ever. So
So for her third action, Phaedra turns over and throws up because that was awful.
It is your turn.
Like she's kind of impressed with the inside intestines coming out, and actually is like, "Oh, a faithful amongst us." Mm. And stands up. Uses one action, stands up. But still, then after you're getting tripped by Pierce, stays on target with Pierce, and then we'll cast another one of these. Will save, please.
Oh boy. I might use my hero point on that one.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh. Almost a 3.
Half damage, no persistent. Um, and then proceeds to try to flee back around the rocks.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's the turn.
Okay. First action is no scar but this. Uh, and I heal myself for 6.
Is this part of your like class?
Yeah, that's my third. That is my body icon.
That is.
That's in the backstory when he was severely hurt and it started to heal itself. Yeah, I can. So essentially, out of combat, I can do this every round.
That is
Dang.
crazy. That is really
Um,
cool.
then moves, and the spark moved back into his sword. Let me do that. Makes a strike.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
12 slashing to spirit damage.
Closes her eyes as she takes the strike coming for her. How would you like to do it?
He would. He would say. I would say Pierce would hear this. He would say as he goes in, because he can see that she's hurt and he's pretty confident in his abilities. And he says, and it sounds like the ending of a prayer. And he says, I do not kill with my sword. He who kills with his sword has forgotten the face of his ancestors. And then he slashes, and right when he stabs in, he says, I kill with my heart. And his sword enters her and pulls it out, and she drops.
With one last gasp of oh.
Horrible.
Paul's now gonna make like a cleric of Zonkathon and make us all uncomfortable.
Every time.
Oh, that was perfect. All right. We are now. How do I end combat?
There is an end combat button
Yes, there it is.
on the tracker,
Oh,
and
gives
that's
XP.
yep. You probably shouldn't. I mean, listen, if
Should.
you
You
want
should.
us to start out with a
You
little bit
should.
extra XP,
What are you saying,
uh,
Tom? Tom,
I
you're on
think
the
that
player's side now. Tom,
you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Instinct. Um,
get your loyalty straight, man. We want that XP.
I'm confused.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
A little bonus. Alrighty. Out of combat. You still got the villagers in there, and you got um carried almost dead.
Here, real quick, let me post because you guys were asking about it. So here's my 3 icons. My gleaming blade. So when my spark is in it, I do 2 spirit damage. And my transcendence to move it along is the 2 strike thing, and the damage is combined. And it does all spirit damage. You already saw the shield. and then Scar of the Survivor. When my Eminence is on it, I get +1 to Fortitude saves and the Die Hard feat. And then my Transcendence is no Scar but this, and 1d8 hit points at 3rd level, it goes up.
Awesome.
And I can do one Transcendence ability a round. So, like, out of combat, or like, say I had Persistence bleed damage, and we were worried about that. I could use no Scar but this, heal for 1d8. Um, I have another ability that shifts it without doing anything, shift Eminence. So I can move it back into my body and have the Die Hard feat and the Fortitude saves, and then next round repeat the thing. And so I can heal myself 1d8 a round, essentially, if I'm not doing anything else. So I have these 3 very powerful abilities, but only one of them is active at a time. So if I can somehow plan out next turn amazingly, I'm going to look really good. But I am always with this character going to have to essentially play 1 turn ahead, because I'm always having to move the spark around. And what do I need it in?
So it's not focus based, right? Like you don't have to have focus points that do this. It's just
No, this is just one thing is always powered. One thing always has that imminence, and the transcendence moves it.
a sword or knife for that to work. Is it? Can you use different weapons, or does it have to be sword and knife? Is there different?
For the gleaming blade is sword, knife, or melee unarmed attack that deals slashing damage. You can put it on claws. But there are like 5 different weapon ones. One, if I didn't choose no scar but this, because no scar but this has a healing thing on myself, is the main thing. There's a weapon one that I really liked called the Barrow's Edge, and it like vibrates and is hungry for blood. And the transcendence is it's a 1 action thing that you use after you hit somebody, and you heal yourself for half of the damage dealt.
Oh,
So I mean, potentially that could be really huge, but you have to hit to do any healing. And I really liked, for this character, the bright shiny shield, the gleaming blade, and then no scar but this, what I chose. But
nice.
there's like 20 different icons you can choose. You're supposed to choose one weapon one worn one, which in this case is the shield. But like there's a belt that lets you, it's really cool. You can say you move 30 feet and you move past an ally, you can pick up that ally and move them with you if you want. Or like to bring them into combat with you. Like, come on, rogue. Boom. And set the rogue down next to the bad guy too. Or the opposite, the bad guy's next to the wizard. You go running by and you pick up the wizard and move the wizard. And they have, while you're doing that, they have no bulk.
That's crazy. That's that.
Yes, there's all kinds of weird things, and you got to rotate them, and because only one thing is active at a time, and it's going to be a challenge, but I think it's a really cool one.
It'll be fun. I think that's kind of stuff that makes the game fun, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, what would you like
Yeah.
to do with the villagers and Garita in there?
And now attack the scarecrow.
I didn't show it. Did I show image?
No.
Bad.
I mean,
It looks bad.
I wouldn't feel that guilty, except for I'm just glad I asked the villagers.
Hmm.
Phaedra, what do we do with that?
That's an excellent question. Karida, is it?
Yes, Garita.
Uh, she's gone. She won't be a threat anymore. Can I offer you some healing? And Phaedra will cast. Actually, if everyone gathers up, we can all sort of feel better. Um, and she will cast Heal 3.
So,
Everybody gets 2.
better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
So when you do that, you come in there and check on her. She's feeling a little better, and she pulls off the mask, and you see it's a young um, female, 19-ish years old, really young. Um, and she kind of like still bent over in pain, and she looks over at the villagers. She, is she gone? She
Yes, she's quite dead.
dead, you say? Yes. Like,
Yes.
kind of looks over at the villagers, and they look at her and goes, "You may be free, but not completely yet."
Iod's eyes narrow just a little bit.
Yes, do elaborate. What do you mean, not quite yet?
And he's including the spark is in his shield, and he's including the villagers in his aura.
Okay. Still under the rule and worship of why am I blanking?
Zonkathon?
Zonkathon? Yes. Still not free to openly worship who we wish. See, I don't know what she told you, but I didn't just disobey. I found another faith.
Well, within your right, I should think.
For most
Whom,
people.
if I may ask?
Did you find any clues on your way here that might have led you a guess?
As to who you worship now?
Yes.
I must apologize if I did. I missed them.
Hmm.
I say that as a player and a character.
I frankly don't know a lot about. I don't know a lot about religion, in character or out of character.
Well, I have chosen, partly because of who you see here, follow Desna. Reason
What?
why.
What?
A wise
What's
choice.
Desna?
Eldred would look aside at her like, "You don't know Desna?"
I said.
Desna. Um, kind of butterfly is like the symbol for the god. It's
Yeah, Eldred would he'd be like, "The song of the spheres, the butterfly, yeah, luck, uh,
All right.
travel, dreams." She's
Okay.
wonderful.
Sounds
Wonderful.
nice.
Yes. Not she's no etc. But
But definitely not Zonkathon.
no, almost opposite.
yes, very much.
I might advise you all to leave Nidal.
Well,
Your life will be fighting these things.
we you've taken care of the priestess. I was thinking maybe I'd stay. And under the illusion of following Kun, Zon Kuthon, we would truly worship Desna and eventually be a village of a happier fate.
Uh, I would think about that for a second and smile and nod. Because Alcetra is the goddess of transitions, and once as simple as a doorway to life changes, birth, death, um, all of that kind of say any kind of change. Um, Not to mention, for Gatewalkers' purposes, the elf gates, but um, so them making this kind of change and wanting to change, maybe the village for the better. He'd nod. He'd say, if I didn't have somewhere that I had to be, it would be an honor to help you. And anything else I can do for the next day or so, I will.
Well, thank you. I'm pretty confident that with the teachings I've learned from Tefla, I can mask what we're doing here truly from the rest. I know a lot of what they want to see, but I know from here, and it turns to the villagers, I've learned a lot what we should be. So we will live two lives, but we will live our two lives. Um, Slowly, the villagers kind of help her head back to town. Um, yeah, you completed the mission.
We did it.
Yes.
That
We
was
didn't
cool.
kill the scarecrow.
Yeah. You didn't
I
kill the scarecrow.
that was a good little story.
It was.
Thanks. I was reading as much as I could when I got home to try to do it, and actually, this makes it so simple. It's like it breaks it down pretty nicely. I get the gist of everything that's going on. Um, you so if you went to the other house, you would have had another clue. Actually, you would have found a like origami butterfly in the bedroom,
Okay.
which would have gave you hints to the fact that what's going on. Oh, these are Desna
Hmm.
worshippers in this village. Like, obviously, that's why they're hiding out, and you know. So yeah. But yeah, no, it was pretty cool. There's not much combat. It was literally only one combat in this whole thing was this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah.
Nice. I like that. For story purposes, when we start Gatewalkers, uh, is this null and void, or did Phaedra and Iode end up meeting on the road on the way to where we are going to go?
Yeah, no, you can. If you want
Okay.
to, we can use this as you've worked together. Um, and part of the reason maybe you were out here is because you've heard, a rumor that maybe someone out here could have been a gatewalker or
Mm-hmm.
influenced by a gatewalker, and then you stumbled into this problem and kind of like, helped because you could. Um,
Hmm.
and then where we will start our first session of gatewalkers will be
It's
back in the main area, which I'll have to look up again.
it's like the River Kingdoms, isn't it?
Nadal?
Close to Seven Arches, but not Seven Arches.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it's the River Kingdoms. I'm looking. How far freaking away are we? I've got the map up.
And Nadal. There's this
How is
image
this?
that they give us of this. I don't. That doesn't really help much, but there you are. That's where you are. This is in this adventure,
Big blank forest, right in there
right
somewhere.
there. Um,
Uh,
Perfect.
So yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many countries. I'm like staring at this map and I can't find it.
But yeah, so and then you would end up back in in the main city where um, you're kind of all getting kind of
Oh
gathered as
shit.
summoned to meet um, the doctor.
We've got almost 1,000 miles to go here, Phaedra.
Wow, that's a lot of traveling with someone I've just met. I
um,
sincerely hope you don't snore.
Well, I don't know because I'm asleep.
That's sad.
Cool. I think these characters will be cool.
yeah.
You can sneak Pierce and Drez in on us at some point. Drez potentially as a foe. Um,
Pierce potentially is a foe.
right? Just good. It was good. For you to have a little bit of practice with like essentially no pressure.
Yeah,
And then like I'm glad to get a little bit of practice with the mechanics of this character.
You also
same.
I did notice like you didn't pick the second level feat that you get from your deviant. I didn't think see it on your character sheet, so make sure you add those. You get so what's on there right now is just the backlash. You have to select one of the level 2 ones. I think you get two options on each of them to choose from. So
Okay,
so
I'll have
even
to
if
check
someone
that.
yeah, even if someone did pick the same one, you could still start with completely different actual abilities
Okay.
between the two.
Path Builder didn't do that. So,
It didn't.
okay, I will look into that.
Yep. So yeah, because I think I made Marty's rogue have the troll one, so we don't have a troll.
Hmm.
We have a troll one. So there's that. Um, hopefully, I think she may be able to play on the start because tonight she had something, and then Matt obviously was sick, so it kind of she's happy kind of that we did get
It
to
would
play.
be it
It
would be
worked out.
really cool if she's there for the first one. Even if
Yeah,
she's spotty, being there for the start and kind of establish the character because um like I would like to if so Milo, Paul and I talked like one of the ways to handle having three players is a character that like he would kind of role play, if we're having a discussion with the group. If it's with NPCs, the character is kind of quiet.
hmm
Um, but if we're sitting around a campfire, he'd pick up that end of the conversation. But then in combat, like if there's somebody that's very comfortable with running two characters, they can just do it, or we could rotate. This session I run that character, next session this. But I would like for the main player of that character to play it for a session or two, so we can see the role playing style and the personality of that character, and also what she would do with that character in combat, and try to keep that up. Because just looking at the character sheet, I might play that character differently than she would. And so I'd like to see what she would do and try to continue that.
big time. I agree.
Plus, we're happy whenever she can join us.
Yeah, she really wanted to play and she's doing this thing with the transfer students of doing game night. So they're doing D&D over there right now and she's trying to get all this a place for those students to come and play and get them involved and she's got a local game store that he comes and brings board games and they have a local DM now coming in. Like it's gotten bigger and more established up there. So it's kind of cool. She's spreading this just she's spreading it to everybody else. She likes to
Well,
get
that's awesome.
yeah.
I mean, I know
Until it comes into our time.
they're not as cool as us. So I am offended, but it is for a good cause. So especially like transfer students and having something to bring them in,
Yeah.
and that's good. That's great.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right. So where you'd be headed actually back to would be Ustalavic town of Leppenstadt.
Oh God,
That's where you're actually headed back from
God.
this at least.
Uh, if the two of you don't know, so like the one sentence pitch on Ustalov is Universal Monsters. It's full of werewolves and vampires and you know mummies and blah blah blah. And it's not like it's scary, but it is the Universal Monsters style of all of those things.
Hmm.
And it is always seems like it's night. It's Transylvania, the stereotypical kind of place.
Well, where else would you have a doctor have its laboratory, right?
Hell yeah.
Great.
And I bet does he have a corpse that he's going to try to bring alive?
Yeah, Dr. Stonkenfreen is gonna have a real fun time with us.
You would, since you would already part of this consortium, and you would
Hmm.
know the name of the consortium, and
What is it?
let me read it here. It's a fun one. I lost it already. How did I? Oh, Doctors Illuminated Consortium of EPOPs.
Oh God, this guy's full of shit.
That's your group. That's what you who you
I
work
love it.
for.
I Iodorod buys into it 100%.
Absolutely. Phaedra's been taught only to follow people with titles, and this man has a really long title, so he must know everything.
Well, you are the consortium though. Like you are part of it already. So this is one of your missions you went off on. But you're on your way back now to the laboratory, and we will start with there with everybody, and you two will know each other. We'll have the other ones just be
Yeah.
kind of meeting you there.
Milo, I will send you a little bit of stuff that he would say on the road. Just a little bit
Very
about
good.
him.
Excellent.
Well, thank you, Paul,
No
Yeah,
problem.
for
Yeah, hopefully that
kind of.
was good and got some practice in and
that's a great little
Was.
warm up.
Also, Milo, send me that art, and I'll get your token all set up, all fancy.
Thank you.
yeah, I don't know why
I
it
will.
did that.
Uh, so Paul, on our character sheets,
Hmm.
where the art goes, if you only you can do it, double click on that, it brings up the token maker, and then you can take the art and screw around with it. Um,
Okay, I see. I need to make it bigger in the token.
yeah, you put it, use the border that's there, and then move the art down, and then I always like to have it zoomed in on the face just a little bit. I didn't zoom in fully on Iodorod because I wanted some of the shield to show, but
I don't know how to. I gotta figure out how to zoom.
mouse wheel.
It's not letting me edit this.
Um, there's a button like a checkbox to modify.
Ah, there you go.
I try to remember GM stuff without being able to see it.
It's
Like,
very impressive.
can you tell I've done some of this stuff a bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, see, there's a thing I can't see on the lower part of the screen, and then there's a box next to it, and it's the upper left part of the box, and then
Let's see. Let's see if it works.
You're like, there's a menu that's usually here.
there we
Ah,
go.
yes.
There we go.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Awesome.
See, so if you have to even ever have to make a custom character, that's how easy it is to make the token.
Perfect. I did spend a lot of time on a map for 10 seconds. I know you're going to spend like no time on. I just don't know why. I just got into it. I was like, here, I'll download it, throw it together, put some walls, add some lighting, add an animation to it.
All those
That's great
settings,
practice, though. I love
the
doing that stuff.
the walls and the lighting effects that you can add and all that kind of stuff, it's all great.
Yeah, added
And so
sound
yeah.
effects. There's sound effects to it. You can walk around and find the sound effects. I
Yep.
I got so like I was like, why am I doing this? I should be reading more of what's going on and how we're gonna start. Why am I spending all my time making a map?
No, that's
The
perfect.
the pre-made things like Gatewalkers or Abomination Vaults, so they make it very easy to run room by room. Where you run into trouble and where you need to know the adventure is the clues that end up being important 15 sessions later.
Yeah.
And so you have to actually know all that kind of stuff. But then going back, because I read all of Abomination Vaults, probably twice before I started it. But at this point, you guys walk into a room and I'm like, I have no idea what this room is. But in the back of my mind, somewhere there's a little bit of something. And the information they give you in the journals and all that kind of stuff and behind the scenes of the GMCs, you can run it all pretty goddamn smoothly.
Yeah, no. I feel like this went well. It looks like the camera thing worked. Figuring out where the controls are is perfect. Um, I'm really excited to get it started on it. I've read a lot on like what everyone really hated about it, and the good thing is I kind of already had a sense of what it was like, and like um, when you someone I don't know, it was Matt or someone asked about like what's the kind of theme of it,
The
like what's it
vibe.
like? Yeah, the vibe.
Hmm.
I like pretty much said specifically, and I read up today a little bit, and someone else mentioned it too. It's Indiana Jones more. It is 100% more of an Indiana Jones adventure.
It's a lot of people, and I've read, they get mad because the player's guide is like, this is an occult mystery 100%.
Yeah,
And I have heard, and I'm not sure when the switch is, but it's really not that far in, where it turned it's no longer a mystery and it's a moving around the world adventure,
yeah,
which I'm fine with. But I can see if you fully built a character around the mystery aspect, it could it could throw you.
yeah.
And
Yeah, like if I brought Valentine to this,
Valentine
expecting a
100%
full noir.
would be fitting in this, but I think what
Yeah, but
the
it feels like he would be really unsatisfying,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. That's why I just tried to describe it as an Indiana Jones after reading through it. I was like, this is more. That's what I got from it. I was like, is you're doing things, but it's not like you had to solve this mystery to do those things. You're just doing things. You're Indiana Jones.
Hmm.
They're all tied together, somewhat. But one minute some guy's ripping some guy's heart out of his chest, and the next minute you're chasing down a box that just kills everybody that opens it. It's just how it works. It's Indiana Jones.
well, and with you running it, and with the three players that are going to be regular, I have zero worry about this being fun and some interesting role play
Oh yeah.
and all of that. Like, and I've joked around with you privately and even occasionally not so privately. Like, Gatewalkers is the reputation is this is garbage, but I have zero worry that we're going to have a good time with this.
Yeah, no, me neither.
And we're going to enjoy the story and that kind of stuff because uh I love the style of the way you present it because you run games differently than the rest of us, and that is a good thing. And uh and I know us three as players, we're going to be pain in the ass. Iotterod is exact opposite of Animander as far as attitudes and good and evil and all that kind of stuff go. But I still guarantee I'm going to be pain in your ass in some way.
Phaedra is basically Marion from The Mummy.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have fun.
Is she an elf?
Yep. Hmm.
Perfect. Good. Cool.
Wow. Two
Has
elves.
she has she ever been to the homeland, Kiernan?
Nope.
Okay.
Actually, yes. I think she might live there.
Okay. Because Iotterod is from Green Gold, which is like the second largest city there. It's like a port city.
She's from kind of out in the middle of nowhere
Cool.
and has never left
And now
until
all of a
now.
sudden, oh God, what am I doing?
Hmm.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with this. We might have Paul. Milo and I joked around at some point we'd be playing in a campaign as twins,
Okay.
and you know we are not, but we might have inadvertently done half of that. So,
The two elves and their Skelebuddy.
and an emo rogue. Is she gonna make an emo rogue?
Um, I'll let her reveal what it is
Sweet.
because she'll be here. She'll want to reveal this. So
Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
All right. Well, Paul, thank you again. If you have any questions over the next couple of weeks, shoot them my way. And I'm happy to help to get you up and running on this system, both running a Pathfinder 2 game and on Foundry here, because it's definitely different. You've got a lot more going on.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the characters things work again. I want that rolling in the thing. I want to be able to cast stuff and you roll. I don't know why this didn't
That
work.
was weird.
Yeah.
Go
Is that
to upper right,
Hmm?
second box from the right, compendium packs.
Yeah.
Search for, I don't know, bring out a goblin or anything and try some abilities. Just search for goblin. It should bring something up. Sweet. Now, yeah, just do something with him. Let's see if it shows up the way we want.
Oh, yep.
oh,
Save basic reflex. Okay, cool. So it was however they set it up.
nailed
Oh
it.
boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm glad he's not real. That's a sweet ass token too. He's like lit up. He shoots out light from the fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're dead.
Yeah, cool. Glad I can heal myself.
Same.
Alrighty. But yeah, no, okay. So those tokens were just broken in that mod. That's it then. So then
Yep.
Gatewalker should be. There is another. It looks like another update to the Pathfinder Second Edition that came out. I have an exclamation point on my.
Yeah, I leave it for a while.
Okay.
I don't update every time they pop it out.
In case they
I
break
let it
something.
make sure exactly. And I will occasionally make backups. I try to do it like every other session, just so if something does like fully break, we can, figure it out and get back to where we were.
Okay.
Uh,
Very
You will run into the occasional token that does not work, but judging from that, you should be good for 95% of the time.
perfect. Perfect. Yeah. No, that's. I'm excited. It's good. I hope Matt feels better and gets better and
God,
yeah.
and the
Sounded
freaking
nasty.
ED. Sandra asked because I wrote get well Matt or get better Matt, and Sandra sent me a text. She's like, "Did you just order him to get better?" I was like, "Well, that's not what I meant, but I'm gonna stand by it."
But yes, also yes.
Yeah.
Do get better.
All right, Paul. This was good. I'm glad we did it
Yeah,
for
thank you for
many
for
reasons.
running.
I'm happy to. Thank you for showing up and thank you for being willing to hang out.
Yeah, sweet. It wasn't a lost night of gaming.
Not at all. I'm stoked for Gatewalkers. It's gonna be really fun.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.